Hey you all, good afternoon. Welcome to Pros of Eden. I wanted to bring this story to you all to your attention. It's happening in Alabama, a city that is not too far from where we actually live and reside, and a city that I grew up in, Hoover, Alabama. There's a young lady who is missing. Many of you may have heard this story. If not, I really want to bring it to your attention. Why? So that we can pray. Carlee Russell was coming home from work. She was getting food for her family when she saw a toddler walking on the side of the interstate, you all. And like most of us, what did she do? She pulled over to help the child to see what was wrong. Now, Carlee had enough wisdom to be on the phone with another family member as she's talking to this child. But then they hear a loud scream, and that is the last that they have heard from Carlee. And I just, this is so heartbreaking because this could be any of us. How many of us would have been like Carlee, who would have had the heart to stop and to see what was going on, to make sure that that child was brought to safety? And someone used this toddler as bait to do a horrible crime. But we are praying and we are standing in the gap as believers that Carlee will be brought home safe. We're praying for a miracle, you all. And this is why I'm bringing this story to your attention, not just to share and inform you, but so that you can pray, that we can all stand up stand in the gap and pray for Carlee to be brought home safely, to pray for the strength of her family, to keep standing in faith and believing the best and thinking the best. So I want to show you more information about this story, but remember, I'm calling for you to pray. Pray that Carlee will be found safe and all is well. Take a look at this clip.
We're crazy not to think that it's happening right at our front door, and it's situations like this that, bring awareness to everyone. But, as a society, we need to be out there educating our community. This thing happening to children needs to be at the forefront of everything.
And that was our Fox Birmingham station with that report. As neighbors, folks in that area are doing everything they can to find the woman on your screen here, Carlee Nicole Russell, who again called 911 Thursday night, then a family member, to say that she saw a young child walking on the side of Interstate 459. But when officers got there, they found Russell's car and her phone, but were unable to find her or the child. Hoover police did hold a news conference late yesterday. We do have that. It's only about 6 minutes long, but I do want to play that for you here, raw and unfiltered.
I want to relay some of the facts as we know them so far and a few additional details that we've been able to uncover in this case. On July the 13th, at approximately 9:34 p.m., the Hoover 911 Center received a call from a 25-year-old female on I-459 southbound near mile marker 11. She reported that she saw a toddler walking on the side of the interstate. After calling 911, the caller stopped to check on the child and also called a family member to report the same details. The family member lost contact with the caller, but the line remained open. Police officers who were already en route to the location of the initial 911 call located the female's vehicle as well as some of her belongings at the scene. They were unable to find her or a child in the area, and Hoover police have not received any additional calls of someone missing a small child. Detectives are currently investigating these incidents and are requesting the public's assistance to help locate Carlee Nicole Russell. She's described as a 25-year-old black female who is 5'4", 150 to 160 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black shirt, black pants, and white Nike tennis shoes. Carlee got off work last night around 8:20 p.m. from a business at the Summit in Birmingham. She's also believed to have stopped to pick up food from a business at the Colonnade before driving towards Hoover on I-459, where she stopped near mile marker 11. That location is between the Galleria flyover and exit 10 for Highway 150. A single witness has reported possibly seeing a gray vehicle with a light-complected male standing outside of Carlee's vehicle, but we have no further information on that individual or the vehicle at this time. No piece of information is too small in this investigation. If you have any information, please contact Detective Brad Fountain at 205-444-7562 or Sergeant Drew Mims at 205-739-7274. You can also call Crimestoppers of Metro Alabama at 205-254-7777 if you wish to remain anonymous. An anonymous donor has offered $20,000 for the safe return of Carlee Russell, in addition to $5,000 offered by Crimestoppers. Again, you can call Crimestoppers if you wish to remain anonymous, or you can call either of the investigators whose numbers I provided. The Hoover Police Department is currently partnering with many of our local, state, and federal partners in this investigation, and we're very grateful for the outpouring of support from our local community as well as the law enforcement community. We will continue to provide periodic updates as we have them, and we'll utilize our Twitter account @HooverPD to release any pertinent information to the public. We would also ask the community to keep the Russell family in your thoughts and prayers during this very difficult time. At this time, I'll take a few of your questions.
Do you believe that she was taken by someone perhaps when she pulled her car off?
We currently are investigating every possibility in this case. We're certainly leaving nothing off the table.
Was her car door left open?
I don't know the answer to that.
And is there any mentality that this child might have been bait, or if there ever was a child? You said there's no missing persons cases for children.
Again, with all of those details, we're leaving nothing off the table and no stone unturned in investigating some of these facts.
Are you all getting a great deal of tips as a regular public awareness? I know folks are handing out flyers. Are you hearing from the public on this?
Yes, we are. We've received a lot of tips, and as each of them comes in, we're assigning investigators to investigate those and see where that information leads.
You may have said this already, but what are any other agencies assisting you? If so, what are they?
Yes, we've partnered with numerous local agencies, too many to name, as well as federal and state partners. Pretty much everybody that we have a great relationship with in law enforcement is involved in this investigation.
Have you had any sightings of Carlee Russell?
We don't know. Again, when we get a tip, we investigate that and follow up to the best of our ability.
And I know that families organize their own search. Are the police doing any organized searches?
Yes, we have a myriad of resources. Everything we have at the Hoover Police Department, in addition to those partners, is involved in this investigation right now. As you said, the family is doing some searches as well, and we're maintaining very close contact with them in that process.
Do we know if Carlee had hung up, or did the dispatcher hang up when you guys had got that initial call?
Carlee was actually on the phone with a family member when the call was terminated. However, the phone line remained open, and we followed up from there.
But she had called 911, correct?
Yes.
So how did that 911 call end?
I'm not sure.
Is there a way we could get the 911 call?
I don't have that at this time to provide to you.
Family members said that they heard her scream before the line was left open. Have you guys heard that in your investigation so far?
The family has relayed everything that they are aware of to us, and again, we're following up with any information that we're provided.
The family asked if it was possible to put out an Ashanti alert, I believe. Is that something that could have been done when you guys got the notification that she went missing?
So alerts of that nature are handled by Aaliyah, and we've provided all the facts of the case as we currently know them to them for them to review the case, and if they deem that to be appropriate, they will issue an alert.
Can you tell us who people should contact over the weekend as the search kind of continues?
Yes, I'll repeat the same numbers. The two gentlemen to my right are Detective Brad Fountain and Sergeant Drew Mims. They're with our Crimes Against Persons unit. Detective Fountain's number is 205-444-7562. Sergeant Mims is 205-739-7274. And again, Crimestoppers of Metro Alabama is 205-254-7777. And you can call any of those numbers. They have people that either get messages or can return calls very quickly.
When police arrived at the scene on Thursday night, was her car running and was her phone located there at that location?
We did locate her cell phone at the scene. We're currently analyzing that phone to see if there's any information on there that could help us. As far as the condition of the vehicle, I'm not aware.
Have you ever had a stranger abduction in Hoover?
I would have to check our records for that.
How common are they?
Again, each case is unique, and this case is certainly a unique instance in our city, and we're doing everything we can to solve it.
Is there a staging area that you guys would be staging for searching or anything like that?
The police department is handling all of our resources internally, and if we need additional resources, we'll reach out to our partner agencies.
Does the missing woman have any mental illness history or any physical conditions that people should be aware about?
I can't speak to that right now.
Last question.
Interstate cameras matches some of the descriptions of a car. Has that matched in the area down below and all that?
We're currently reviewing any resources like that we have available to determine if there's any usable evidence from that.
So sad, right? Such a beautiful light. You could tell that she's kind. You could tell that she's a fighter, just like her mother has said in previous interviews. And I'm praying for her strength. I'm praying for a miracle. We know that God is able, right? So it's really important in situations like this that you think positive, you hope for the best, and you stretch your faith far out there. So I'm asking the community of believers that are on this particular channel to stretch your faith and to pray and to believe for the best. All right? All right, guys. Y'all stay safe out there. I love you. Thank you for your support and thank you for your prayers for Carlee and her family in advance. We're praying for a miracle.